You know, there should be something about Mary Lou Williams every day of the year as far as I'm concerned.
I'm Carol Bash, and I'm the producer and director of Mary Lou Williams, the lady who swings the band. The genesis was Mary Lou Williams' music, and basically I heard her music from my father-in-law a good 15 years ago at this point, and after hearing that music of her playing this really funky, infused music from the 70s, I realized that her sound to me was so fresh and unique that I wanted to find out more.
Mary Lou was always bucking against what the norm was and trying to expand this notion of what jazz was. She didn't want to be boxed in. She didn't want to be labeled.
I was glad to say that I was idealistic and young enough not to know how hard it would be to do a documentary on an obscure black woman, jazz musician, in a time when funders were really not interested in funding that kind of film. So luckily I had no idea that. I just knew I needed to make a film about this woman.
By the time that Mary Lou Williams moved to New York, around 1940, 1942, what we call the Harlem Renaissance was kind of over. However, although that period is thought to have ended by that time, the people were still living here, the buildings were still here, the culture was still here. So she came right into an art scene, and artists, painters, poets, authors, musicians, who were very much part of the Harlem Renaissance. And it eased her way in a certain kind of way that she could be appreciated in a way that she couldn't have been before the Harlem Renaissance.
The fact that she was a woman, a black woman in jazz, you know, going through the struggles of sexism, of genderism, of racism, that unfortunately those challenges still continue in today's society. But what you can learn from Mary Lou Williams is that no matter what, you believe in yourself, you believe in your artistry, you continue on.
Got a call to play with Melvin Liston and Company, which was planned to be an all-women's band. And that's where Mary Lou came to the rehearsal. She could sense that I was trying to do something that was not necessarily central to my being, to myself. She sensed that I was trying to do something that was not naturally me. And she was right. I was trying to be correct.
The fact that they put this together today, this wonderful program, in the place where we are right now, where Mary Lou was, it's kind of overwhelming, actually. I'll probably get home tonight and just like say, wait a minute, we were really there? Like she was here?
For anyone who's really interested in knowing more about Mary Lou, the best way to get to know her is to just listen to her music. if you want to know the woman, you got to listen to her music, and I suggest everybody get as much music as they can about her so you can just take her in.